Okay, we're ready to begin our weather research project. I'm super excited for it. This is one of my favorite units to do because of the amount of information we learn and because you have the opportunity to work with your classmates to get their help. So right now, this is the website that you'll be using. There's a link in Google Classroom. Down here at the bottom, it tells you that you'll be working on these extreme weather and natural disasters that can happen here in New York. Every single one of these disasters and extreme weather that you will be researching can happen here in New York. And you'll be having a group of students that you can ask for help. They're your compadres, your group that you will go to. You guys are going to become experts in one group. This is your timeline. Not even timeline, it's your checklist almost of things that you must complete for the entire project. The first thing you're going to do is actually complete the research. You can't really progress until your research is done. And then you can move on to putting your research in your trifold, make it all pretty like, put a little spackle on that little curl in the hair, little lipstick, and then checklists and rubrics and turning and everything. And there's videos to go along with and show you everything. There's 5 different groups that you will be placed in, and there's a spreadsheet that you will look at and see which one you're in. We have winter storms, earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, and tornadoes. If you look at winter storms right now, you'll see that I have a little picture and maybe a little note underneath the picture. If I click on any one of these, it takes me immediately to that website. And it's specific to that disaster or that weather event. So I was at winter storm. I clicked on something in there and it took me to something about winter storms. So if I'm researching it, I've already done the hard part for you. I found all the websites that you need. I will not see students giving me other websites or on other websites trying to find information about these this extreme weather or these natural disasters because I've done all the hard work for you. You do have the option to go to Newsela, Epic, and Kids Discover to find more information from books. They have plenty of books about weather, articles, etc. And you can look there if you'd like. There's also some games, and as I went along, I found that maybe you couldn't find information. I did make adjustments and maybe found a specific website and added those on. So you may find that those are particular to your research area because you'll find that they're not in, say, hurricanes, which has just FloCab because FloCab had a video about hurricanes. So then we have disasters and preparedness. I'm not clicking on preparedness right now. I'm purposely clicking on disasters and preparedness because one of the questions on your research project is about a specific event. For example, 1906 San Francisco earthquake. If I click here, it's going to tell me only about this 1906 San Francisco earthquake. In fact, that's the one they talk about the most, and it does a great deal of damage. And it's going to talk about when it happened. It talks about how many people were harmed. It's going to talk about who it affected. And for earthquakes, what caused an earthquake? I hope that you understand what caused an earthquake, but if you didn't, you'd be looking up to see what caused that event. You've got floods. You'd be picking one of the 10. Hurricanes, same. Floods, same. And tornadoes, same. You can find other information in books or articles on Newsela, Kids Discover, or in Epic. Then you have preparedness, because there are some questions about how can you be prepared. So here's articles about how you can be prepared. And you're going to read about these. I have a 72-hour kit that maybe I'll bring onto a Zoom later and show you what that 72-hour kit would look like. And then there's a game that if you've gotten ahead, you might want to play called Disaster Master. And then I have given you examples. My volcano example, trifold, a video to show you how I created it, how to organize your references, how to check go through the checklist and confirm that you've made that you've fixed your mistakes, or if you found mistakes, how to find them and fix them, and then finishing the project, the checklist that you'll go over, and then the grading rubric that you will fill in independently, and then I also will fill in. All these items that you saw, such as the examples, the video and the example and the organizing references and the checklists, and even this video, you will find in Google Classroom. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me.